I'm going to show you in this video how we do the reverse applique mug mats. And the project we're going to be working on is the Eat Ice Cream mat. The difference between this and the others that we do is that this one has what will end up looking like kind of like a binding around it, and it has a split back. Makes it easier to turn. So what you'll first have is the placement line that goes down, and as you can see it's a double placement line. And the first placement line, the interior placement line I should say, is the one that you're going to put your batting and your first piece over. This is the smaller piece, and this is going to be the applique. You'll take this to the machine, and the machine will then tack down around this piece, and then you will just continue doing the rest of the embroidery. You will do all of you'll do the ice cream, you'll do you have the stipple stitch, the ice cream, and then the lettering, everything except the Eat Ice Cream, which goes on the next piece that goes down. So I'm going to take this to the machine and complete the embroidery, and then come back here and show you how we finish it up. Now, I brought it back from the machine, and all the design has been done except for the satin stitch and the Eat Ice Cream that goes up at the top. Now I want you just to make sure that your batting is on the inside of the placement line. So if you have any batting extending out there into that placement line, you want to trim it back just slightly inside, because that will just interfere with having a nice crisp edge after you turn it. So just make sure all of that is out of the way of the seam all the way around, and make sure, you know, it's an oval, so you have to go and don't square it, just go around your oval. And now you're going to place the border fabric on top of everything, the entire design. Just make sure that your border fabric is covering the placement lines, the outside placement lines. Take that to the machine, it will stitch it down, and then I'll show you how to finish it up. So we've stitched down the border fabric, and it looks like this. Just make a slit with the pair of sharp scissors. Don't go inside where the stitching is, just the fabric that you've just stitched down. Just make a little slit and go up to the edges that have been tacked down and just trim them away just like you do any other applique. And I guess I'm going to need to stop saying, and then I'll bring it back here and show you how to finish it up, because there's still another couple of steps. So I don't think I'm going to say that this time, because there's going to be another step after this one. So you want to go around and trim out that entire oval, so that, and refer to your written directions. You know, this video isn't meant to take the place of the written directions. It's just to supplement the written directions. Just go around the entire oval until you have cleared out that embroidery design, and there's a picture in the written tutorial. You'll take that to the machine, and then your satin stitch is going to go down to cover that edge, and the words Eat Ice Cream are going to be embroidered on top of here. And then I'll come back to the machine, and I think then we will finish it up. We are now ready to put the back on the mat and be finished with it. You'll take your two pieces for the back that you have cut out and pressed the short edges down ½ inch, quarter inch to a ½ inch, and you're going to lay those over top of the outside placement lines. In order to see those, you'll just have to peek under the fabric to check your outer placement line. And you'll want to put you want to overlap them right there where those edges are turned under. I have interfaced this because this was a really lightweight fabric, and whenever it's lightweight, then you do want to interface it. Now the other thing that you want to be careful of is that when it tacks this down, it's going to take the oval around. You potentially could get the presser foot caught in one of these folds as the presser foot's coming around. So it's a good idea to take a piece of tape, painter's or Scotch tape, and just make sure that that is covering the seam where the placement line is. because that's where the needle is going to be coming down. And do that on both sides. Take it to the machine. It will tack down those two back pieces. You will then trim your edges and turn it through this opening right here, and then using steam-a-seam to adhere those two pieces together. I also want to point out that there is a final stitch you do not stitch, and that is to keep the presser foot from returning to the center, which could potentially get caught in this opening right here. And if you get the presser foot caught either by that happening or by your previous stitch where I told you to put the tape down on both edges, you will be in a mess, because it will get caught, and a lot of times it'll just, in order to get the needle and the presser foot out, you will have to cut through the mat. So you don't want to do that. Be very careful.